Welcome back. We'll start out with the Browns. They actually won 2 games in a row. I can't believe it. I didn't think that would be possible. Anybody see the game? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was going back and forth between this game and the Jets game. So.
Okay. Well, my question is, Jerome Harris, 286 yards. Is this guy maybe the Browns answer running back next year, or is just the Chiefs that bad on defense?
Well, it's a combination. I mean, he is sort of good, but it is more the Chiefs are just that bad, and especially he wasn't the only one that set the record that for that game. Of course, Josh Cribbs had 2 return touchdowns, and he set the I believe that was like the career record for return touchdowns. So yeah, it was just the Chiefs are that bad, but. One thing I should have figured on just going by the Detroit game. You have 2 bad teams. It's like normally you would think, normally you would think 2 bad teams. Oh, it's going to be like a 7-3 game, but no, it was another high scoring affair.
There's 2 bad defenses. You got to remember that too.
Yeah.
And once again, they score. I've never seen the team score 41 points. And quarterback doesn't even throw 100 yards.
Yeah.
All right. You got any thoughts on that game, Fred? Did you check it out? Any?
Yeah, I saw some of it towards the end. I was at the mall, Christmas shopping. So I did see where they talked about Harrison broke Jim Brown's record for a single game, and Joshua Cribbs, he did break the NFL record for kickoffs. I believe it was touchdowns.
Yeah.
Those touchdowns. So.
Okay, the other local team around here, the Steelers, kept their playoff hopes alive with an amazing last-second win. I got home just to see the last 2 minutes of the game. So I caught the last 2 minutes of that. I couldn't believe it. The whole sequence from the onside kick with 3 minutes left. I can't believe Tom called that.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's almost like that Belichick call early in the year. And then they get the ball back. And Roethlisberger had another big day, 3 yards passing.
What's his name? Had 400.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers had 400
yards passing. And of course, we had both of those guys in our top 5 quarterbacks last week. We did that. But I don't know if you guys saw the game, but from this game, do the Steelers still look like they could be a potent team if they make the playoffs, or if the defense is just too bad?
I would say they won't do good in the playoffs this year.
If they get in, you're saying?
Yeah, if they get in.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to be good at all. And actually, did they play?
They play Baltimore this week.
Yeah,
so
that's
pretty much going to make it do it right
it's
there.
Like even if they somehow squeak out the win against Baltimore, they're just terrible this year. It's like
I wouldn't say terrible. It's mediocre.
Well, compared to
the Browns, are terrible.
Yeah, the Browns. Yeah, but compared to what they've been, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like looking at this game and like the past few games and their losses, players are getting shook. Like defensive players are getting shook. They're not wrapping up. They're not tackling. It's not Steelers football, and it's like if they keep playing like that, they're going to get took out like hard.
Well, one point I heard somebody mention ESPN, I can't remember who, but they're not. Steelers were a run-first, smash-mouth team.
Oh, right, yeah.
Now they seem like they're more of a finesse, pass-the-ball-first team. And I think that affects that defense as well. Mm-hmm. I think that's part of the problem. Yeah. They don't really know what identity they want to have.
Well, yeah.
And it's like the way their defense is, they need to be kind of a smash-mouth team, but they don't really play that style anymore.
Like Mendenhall, he's getting better, but he's still not there. They ran Willie Parker for a little bit, but he doesn't have that speed anymore since he's been hurt, like off and on so much. So I think they lost a lot of confidence in the run, and so it's the result of Ben Roethlisberger just pass.
All right, another game. This was the Saturday night game. Saints finally had their first loss. I picked Dallas, even though I did mention last week. I mean, I picked New Orleans, but even though I did mention last week, it was probably Dallas wins because Dallas was third in the league in time of possession, and the secret to beating the Saints is keep their offense on the field.
Yeah.
And the Saints, the way they played the last 3 weeks, this team can be easily 11-3 instead of 13-1 or 10-3.
Right.
So I don't know. I actually thought they would get lucky and find a way to win when that guy missed that field goal.
Oh yeah.
But how much time was it? Like a minute left. It was like a 10-yard field goal. I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe he missed that. Well, and then, but the Cowboys defense came up with big plays when they needed to be. And we talked about how inconsistent the NFC East has been. But the one thing we can say, the Cowboys' offense has been inconsistent, but their defense is, I think, been the strength of this team, and they do have the best defense in the NFC East.
Yeah, and the one thing, like, not that it would have changed my decision much, but I didn't know DeMarcus Ware was,
a lot of
coming back.
Down. Yeah.
And he was the one that made the key play at the end of the game. So it's like, Dallas won. One thing about New Orleans, like you said, they usually come back in the end, and I learned in that game that New Orleans is, I think they lead the league in fourth quarter points scored.
Yeah.
So, but it's like they messed up in the beginning, and Dallas was good enough that they couldn't, make that comeback.
Well, the one thing I saw Dallas do, they got more pressure on Drew Brees than I've seen anybody do all year.
Oh yeah.
And he looked rattled. And the thing is, he's only 6 feet tall, 5'11".
Yeah.
You make that, you get a quarterback. I ain't gonna say he doesn't have the athletic ability, but he's highly challenged.
Yeah.
He's highly challenged. You can cause that kind of problems when you get that much pressure on him. Next game was the Falcons at the Jets. Most people picked the Jets in this game. I didn't see anything on this game at all.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of this.
But the thing I want to comment on, Coach Ryan at the end of the game said that their season's over. Their playoff hopes are done. Was he being for real, or is he trying to psych his team up, pump them up? Because right now, 7-7, there's 6 teams 7-7 right now in the AFC.
Right.
2 of them probably still didn't get in. So they got, I guess, as good a chance as anybody getting in.
Yeah, I don't know why he would say that. I mean, the defense is solid for the most part. Darrelle Revis is doing his thing, and then it's like I've been sleeping on Thomas Jones, but he's actually been a big part of the reason that they've been winning. And it's like
we've been sleeping on him all year. We didn't even have him in our top 5 running backs. Remember?
Yeah, and it's like Mark Sanchez is like he had that good decent start, but dude has like 18 interceptions, and I'm like, it's like I look at Joe Flacco and Matt Ryan their first year, and they had decent running game to sort of support them, and I'm kind of wondering like, well, Thomas Jones is doing all this, why does he have 18 interceptions? But I mean they still got a chance. I mean they shouldn't be counted out, but I mean they just got to find a way to pull it together.
You got any thoughts on the Jets, Fred, for this season?
This season, no, not really.
Well, the Falcons at the 7-7 in the win, but they're in the NFC. They're pretty much done, even at 7-7. They're ready to win out. They have a bunch of teams lose for them to get in, but the Jets are still right there in it. Miami